I'm still alive! Hi, hello, and how are you? As always, I'm Adeline, and today, my friends, I have made a video I've been very excited to make. If you don't know what Sanrio is, you must be living under a rock because, and I kid you not, Hello Kitty is a worldwide cultural icon. Her and her friends are literally known across the continents. So I don't think I really need to explain them, because if you don't know them, who are you, what are you doing here? And I thought it'd be a really fun idea to mix one of my favourite brands and characters, being the Sanrio characters, with one of my favourite writing concepts, which is Magical Girls. I've never gotten to talk about Magical Girls in depth before, but when I tell you, oh, they are scrumptious, I love them so much. So today I will be drawing two of my favourite Sanrio characters, Hello Kitty and Cinnamaroll, as Magical Girls. So first off we have the cat, the myth, the legend herself, Hello Kitty. So before I actually start talking about her and her individual lore, I want to talk more in general about the Magical Girls and their world they exist in. The magical girls in this universe fight nightmares. So during the day they're normal girls, but then as soon as night comes around they go into people's dreams and fight their nightmares away. These nightmares are manifestations of people's anxieties, their worries, and the magical girls' jobs is to defeat them before these people wake up. In this world, magical girls don't actually go by their actual names, rather having code names based around the Sanrio characters they're based upon. So in this instance, Hello Kitty would be called Hello Kitty. Moving on to Hello Kitty specifically, she is the leader of the group. Obviously. You can't have Hello Kitty not be the leader of the Sanrio group, that's just silly. And she loves being a magical girl, you know, she loves helping people, but when she's fighting these nightmares, she sees some things that haunt her. The unfortunate thing about this is that being a magical girl in this universe is a thankless job, because, as most dreams function, you don't remember them when you wake up. So only the magical girls who are fighting these nightmares remember the things they see when they fight them. Now onto some more character specific things about Hello Kitty. Her weapon is a large mallet, which kind of looks like an oversized apple. If you know anything about Hello Kitty, you'll know she weighs 3 apples and is 5 apples tall, so I thought it'd be very fitting. And as for her more general power, she can purify nightmares. Sort of like how Ladybug purifies Akuma's in Miraculous Ladybug. Don't even get me started, I'll go on a rant. So they don't necessarily have to completely destroy the nightmares. Instead, Hello Kitty can turn them into a sweet dream. But the nightmares have to be weakened for this to work, so a bit of a fight is somewhat necessary. Now onto her design. When it came to designing Hello Kitty, I was very inspired by kidcore fashion and colours. The reason for this being that nostalgia is something that I think is very dream-esque, so if she's fighting nightmares, I thought it would be very fitting to have her inspired by this bright, whimsical, nostalgic feeling. As for the colours themselves, I tried to stick to the classic 3 Hello Kitty colours, so yellow, blue and red, which are also in most typical art classes the primary colours. I thought this would make sense since she is the kind of main character, and also because, well, they're just fun. As well as this, when it came to her colours, I had just watched Mesmerizer, the Miku song with Teto, and I thought, wow, this is going to be perfect for my Sanrio Magical Girl story. Give it to me now. So you can definitely see the influence in her design and even the drawing itself, I think, like with her pose and her eyes. I just think it gives Mesmerizer, so that's just a little insider piece of information. Talking about her eyes, I wanted her eyes to be huge. Like, you know those pictures of cats where they kind of just look like they're from another planet? I thought, yeah, that'd be perfect for Hello Kitty, just to show that whimsical nature of her and that kind of playful side that she should have as a magical girl, and also because it's Hello Kitty, like, come on, she's gotta be a little playful and fun. This also contributed to the shape language of her character. I really wanted her to be round and friendly, so she even has those little kind of like the eyelash things that Farina has in Genshin Impact, like the little balls on the eyelashes, and you can see this kind of round shape language throughout her entire design. I mainly wanted to feature hearts and bows because those are the two shapes I just associate with Hello Kitty the most. Obviously the bow because it's very classical Hello Kitty, but also the hearts because she's a very loving person and cares about all her friends and all the people she saves. And then we have the most classic parts of Hello Kitty's original design, which is her dungarees and her bow. I could not go without including these in her design, especially because they work so perfectly with the aesthetic I was trying to create. So yeah, that's the Hello Kitty design. And now we're going to move on to Cinnamaroll, my absolute baby! So just like last time, we're going to start with more general information about the Magical Girls, how they work in this universe and how they are chosen, and then we're going to move on to more information about Cinnamaroll as an individual. So how do Magical Girls come to be in this universe? Well, in this universe, Magical Girls are chosen based on specific personality qualities, and they are chosen by the actual Sanrio characters themselves. So the characters will appear as a trinket to these girls. I haven't decided what yet, but I'm sure Editor Me will figure it out. And then they will manifest into the actual creature, kind of like a Kwame from Miraculous Ladybug. Again, don't ask. Don't ask. And after that, they will encourage the girls to transform and fight nightmares for the greater good. In the case of Cinnamaroll, she was chosen because the actual character, Sanrio character of Cinnamaroll, could see how shy she was and wanted her to come out of her shell and help people because she knew she could. And because of this, she was chosen. At first, when Cinnamaroll was chosen, she was a bit anxious and also really confused because she had heard about the myth of these magical girls but never actually thought she would be chosen because of her shyness, not realising this is actually why she was chosen in the first place. In this story, she functions as Hello Kitty's second in command, and doesn't understand this either. She's very self-doubty, but as the story progresses, she becomes more confident and starts to realise that there's a reason she was chosen, and it's because she's a baddie who is absolutely amazing at fighting, even if she doesn't really think so. Now hear me out guys, her weapon is actually a shield. Not only is this defensive so she can protect her teammates like she really wants to, but she can also throw it like Captain America and protect her teammates from all angles of a given space. She also has the ability to fly, just like her Sanrio counterpart, so she can jump really high, float, and she can also just kind of soar around, which is really helpful in battles because sometimes Hello Kitty might not be able to get the best vantage point, and Cinnamaroll is really helpful for this, thus making sense why she is Hello Kitty's second in command. And that's pretty much all I have for her right now. I don't know, I really want to develop these characters more, but tell me what you guys want in the comments. As for Cinnamaroll's design, I actually have a lot less to say, which is weird because by the looks of her, she has a lot more to her design. But I think this is because when I first designed her, I went down a more traditional magical girl design route, rather than taking things from the actual Sanrio character like I did with Hello Kitty. Some things of note to her design is the amount of clouds I used. I used so many little things of clouds in this design. It's pretty much the centerpiece of her outfit with her skirt, because Cinnamaroll just likes chilling in the clouds, and I thought, what is more perfect for my girl than a bunch of clouds? This really helped with a lot of other aspects of the design as well, such as the shapes. I used a lot of swirly shapes that kind of give that cloudy look, as well as just giving her that more round shape language which shows how kind she is, like I first intended, and like I did with Hello Kitty's design, which gives them kind of like this common ground where they're both kind of rounder people in their shape language, whereas in future designs with other characters, hint hint, they might have a much sharper shape language to indicate their kind of personality. As for the colours, I just went with Cinnamaroll's traditional colours, so white, pink and blue, but I also think this really helps contribute with her characterisation. These colours are quiet and almost muffled because of their pastel colours, and that reflects her as a person being a very shy person. There's also another overwhelming amount of blue, which could indicate anxiety, sadness, and a lot of things that just link to her character. Her eyes are honestly probably my second favourite part of this design, next to her hair, because they're so kind of droopy, and I tried to give her that kind of puppy eye look, and I think it worked really well. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but I think they're adorable. Now onto my favourite part of her design, which is her hair. Gang! When I tell you I am obsessed with her hair, even though I made it myself. I really wanted to replicate Cinnamaroll's ears, so I gave her these twin tails but kind of are curly, and they're just so cute, and they also contribute to that cloud vibe which I was talking about earlier. I also gave her highlights of pink and blue to tie in with her entire design, and that's Cinnamaroll pretty much wrapped up. So that was both of my Sanrio as Magical Girls designs. I really hope you like them. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me everything, because honestly I am here to listen. And let me know if you guys want to see more of this and which characters you want to see me do next. Now to address the elephant in the room. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, it's been nearly a year, where have you been? But in my defense, guys, this video, I don't know what happened. I just found it so hard to record audio, I don't know what was going on, but I think I was just having a very overwhelming time in my life. But don't worry, because now I have sorted it, my life is sorted, and I will never have problems ever again at all. But now I'm in a much better place to make these videos, and I really am excited to finally be getting this out, because it actually took so long. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for today. So as always, stay safe and have a wonderful day.